Wait, don't skip forward. This intro is very important, okay? Before we get to the tech news, I have something to tell you. Boobies. What are you, 4? Google has been sued by the state attorneys general of 36 states and Washington, D.C. It's not a state, but it does have some very cool buildings. The lawsuit is very similar to the one Epic brought against Apple, as it centers around the Googles, that's what I call them, the Google. Their 30% commission fee they take from all transactions on the Google Play Store. The lawsuit seems to have been inspired by recently changed policies from Google that will attempt to capture fees from apps that have managed to sidestep them so far, such as Netflix. The case will also bring up Google's past anti-competitive behavior, such as offering Samsung enormous benefits and sums of money in exchange for not building out the Galaxy Store, which clearly didn't work because they did that. Google's response to the lawsuit is, of course, Wahoo, us? No, Android. It's an open platform. Anyone can do anything on there as long as they pay us enough money. Oh, look, it's Apple doing bad stuff.
You're not getting away with this one, Google.
Yo, we got you on our side now, Google. US President Joe Biden went ahead and issued that executive order the White House teased earlier this week, and turns out it's not just focused on the right to repair. The order covers a number of issues related to general anti-competitive behavior in many industries, including company mergers, user surveillance and data collection, and that mid-2010s buzzword, net neutrality. I miss arguing about that. In most cases, it will be up to the FTC to put the order's recommendations into action, but action on net neutrality will require the FCC's involvement, which currently often finds itself deadlocked with 2 Republican and 2 Democrat members, as Biden hasn't nominated a replacement for former FCC chairman Ajit Pai, probably because they haven't found someone with an equally silly, oversized mug. I mean, there's gotta be a Democrat who loves big gulps out there or something. And Microsoft is making it a bit hard to get stoked for Windows 11 thanks to a few somewhat concerning developments. It looks like users still running Windows 7 or 8.1 will have to do a clean install of Windows 11 instead of directly upgrading, which, okay, makes sense. Those are old OSs. It's probably simpler to just wipe and start fresh. But then, let's add in a report that says Windows 11 Insider build is pretty unpolished for something that's set to release in just a few months. And also, the emergency patch Microsoft just issued to fix the print nightmare flaw didn't actually fix it. Look, I don't know what's causing the funk that Microsoft is currently in, but everything seemed fine until they announced their Microsoft Store partnership with Amazon. I don't know, Jeff Bezos might have gone and dumped some pee bottles on the servers or something.
Conspiracy.
Could be anything. Wait. There's another Riley in here. Now it's time for Quick Bits, brought to you by Blinkist, the app that takes the best insights and important info from thousands of nonfiction books and condenses them into about 15-minute chunks. Remind you of anything called Quick Bits? With Blinkist, you can read or listen to audio summaries in a wide variety of categories: business and finance, parenting, self-help, philosophy, and they've got full audiobooks now too, with up to 65% off for premium subscribers. Learn about the cosmos from Carl Sagan, or philosophy from Marcus Aurelius. These were smart people, I think. Everyone can get the 7-day free trial and cancel anytime, but the first 100 people to go to our link, Blinkist.com/techlinked, will also get 25% off a full membership. So click the link below to check it out. Question, Colton. If a quick bit happens in a video that no one is watching, does it make a sound?
No.
Wrong. After trying to wiggle its way out of government regulation, Twitter has finally agreed to start hiring for the positions India now requires it to have, such as a chief compliance officer who will make sure posts on the platform abide by India's new content rules, which prohibit dangerous, bad things like hashtags related to farmer protests. You don't want children growing up thinking it's okay to criticize the government. Can you imagine? Oh my gosh, it is chaos.
That's all Twitter is.
Criticize the government?
Yeah.
And everybody else. Qualcomm has announced the smartphone for Snapdragon Insiders, a $1,500 phone built by ASUS and designed to show off the Snapdragon 888 chipset's fancy features like 5G, Wi-Fi 6E, and onboard AI. Only Snapdragon Insiders have the privilege of buying the phone, while the rest of us are limited to making financial decisions that aren't bad. This sucks, I'm upset. Did you catch that? Speaking of phones, Front Page Tech has published what it claims are the final specs of the Google 6 and 6 Pro we'll probably be seeing in October, with the most interesting detail being the apparently Google-designed processor codenamed Whitechapel. We'll probably also be seeing the Pixel 5a as a filing for that phone was just spotted on the FCC database. Both of these devices may come with at least 5 years of software updates, which should definitely last you until the next heat wave kills us all. Google may be looking for more money on the Play Store, but they're actually letting you take your Google funds elsewhere with an update to the Google Pay app, which will let you use them through a virtual Visa debit card at tap-to-pay NFC terminals in stores. Wait, so Google is good?
They're good, but they were bad, but
Or
they're gonna be bad
are they
again.
bad? Do you? And Oneplus has admitted to speed limiting over 300 apps on the company's phones after an investigation called them out for the practice. But OnePlus seemed to not think it was that big of a deal, claiming it provides a smooth experience while reducing power consumption, which would sound fine if it didn't mean cutting down on Chrome's performance by around 80%. Oh, my phone lasts 3 more hours, but I spend an extra hour trying to get a freaking search result. I think that's saving the planet. I think that's what that means. Recycle. Better save your attention span for Monday though, because that's when we'll be back with more tech news. It's the weekend now, guys. You can relax. I'm sorry I said boobies.